Today I'm going to tell you exactly why the majority of people are stuck in a negative cycle of thinking and just anything negative like that. People really want to overlook this, and I want to preface to say that people like to label themselves, and I'm not disregarding mental illness at all, but they like to limit themselves to, oh, I'm just depressed, and ironically that is the only reason that you're actually not getting better. I think the only reason that you should use those types of labels is if it's genuinely to have a guideline of what things you should manipulate to feel better. But most people don't actually do that. Now, the reason why anyone is unhappy or whatever is simply because of exposure. Your brain is so sensitive to everything you expose it to, and people don't want to hear that because it's so simple and it shows that it's been in their control the whole time, but that's the only thing that you have the job to change. It's just simple stuff in every single everyday life, right? Like music. The music that you listen to is so impactful. What you watch, okay, the people you hang around, the people that are around you, and your room, your space. Now, let me go, point number one is music, okay? Music, don't brush this. Music is so impactful, like genuinely. If you look at a depressed person, like somebody who's really upset, and you look at somebody who's so happy, they will have a hilarious difference in the music that they listen to. Music has frequencies as well. When your brain picks up on every little nuance, you might not notice it, but subconsciously your brain picks up on everything. So even when you're thinking, oh, I'm not really thinking while I'm doing this, your brain is watching everything and taking it in so carefully. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying never listen to sad music and always listen to like pop music, but I'm saying that you need to keep it to a clear balance, you know? Like I kid you not, apologies to my flatmates. Every single morning at 8 a.m. I will be taking a shower and Party in the USA will be playing. Like full blast, like I will be popping my pussy to that shit in the shower. And that it's a must. It's a must. I'm sorry, if I woke up and listened to like a depressing song, what's a depressing song? If I did, my mood would be so much different than it would if I didn't listen to Party in the USA. Like your mood shifts so much. Just try it out. Focus on what music you listen to in the morning, because when I know that if I listen to more depressing music, that's what I'm gonna feel like logically. So I barely listen to, like when I walk out, yeah, I be listening to white girl music. You know what? You need to hop on the white girl music grind. I'm telling you, it's gonna change your life. Do you realize the dopamine rush I probably just got? Like, I feel like so much better. I was already feeling great. So yeah, change your music. Change your music. It's going to be difficult if you're so used to listening to the negative music. It is going to be a bit hard for you because that's not what you're used to, and you're going to feel like this because people are addicted to their pain. That is the fact. You are addicted to your suffering because it's so much easier, ironically, to suffer than it is to change, because it means being uncomfortable. Being comfortable is so much easier than being uncomfortable, logically, right? We're not wired for change, but this is what you need to do. You need to make the difficult decision. Another thing people do so much is they romanticize their sadness and their suffering because, again, it makes it more comfortable because it's easier. So by the stuff that you watch, by the stuff that you read, and by all this music that you're listening to and fantasizing about negative stuff or whatever you might be doing, it's reaffirming that because it's easier for you, right? It's so easy to romanticize stuff and give you a reason to keep the same way. Absolutely not. You can't be doing that. In the long term, you're going to be miserable. That's all I'm going to say. It might seem a little fun and shits and giggles now. It's not. You can shit and giggle to Party in the USA instead. Number two is films and what you're watching. I don't really watch many shows, to be honest. But the films, I've got to be really careful with I do watch a decent amount of films, and I do watch really depressing ones as well because I like to feel moved and like, whoa, like that. I'm more of a, look at the cinematography and the acting and everything. But I keep it to a minimal. Like, I'm sure you've seen a film that is so sad or depressing that you just like think about it for days, or you have a dream about it or something, which is very, very normal. Like, I love films, but I will not be watching like Requiem for a Dream every single day. That would be crazy. This stuff really affects you because when you're watching a film, you're so immersed in it, you're genuinely experiencing what is going on through your own perception in your brain, right? So it's basically like kind of remembering a negative memory that happened to you, and you're reliving it in that moment. You're doing the same thing in the film, okay? So when you constantly watch and you're like, oh, I feel comfortable because this person's like me, and they're a stupid prick, but I'm like that. Like, it's not going to do anything for you. It's not going to do you any favors. It's going to reaffirm the comfort, and it's going to make it easier. And easy is not good. The whole point of the reason that is very small amount of people were able to be so stable and so, like comfortable or whatever they want to do is because it's not easy. Everybody does the easy thing. Now, the people you hang around is also so important. It's so important. I'm sure you can, that like when you're around certain people or when people are talking shit about other people, you feel drained. Like, you leave that situation feeling exceptionally drained. And it's because your brain doesn't like this sort of stuff. It's not naturally inclined to do it because why would you have interest in talking about other people? It's purely a thing created by society. It's not, no. Every time I'm around that, I genuinely just go silent. I cannot input into the conversation. I can't fake it. I just can't do it. It makes me embarrassed. It makes me so embarrassed for the people, honestly. Don't engage in that. Don't engage in that. It's very easy if somebody else is doing it, or if it's a lot of people and you're the only person who doesn't want to talk about it, to be like, I don't actually give a fuck. Like, you guys are kind of giving begs right now. But you know what? You don't have to say that. You don't have to be a really outwardly direct person. You just have to not engage. It's as simple as that. And that's going to make the biggest difference. Now, your space. Your space is so important. My room is always completely clean. Like, I cannot stand mess. My bed is always made crisp. Yeah, all my books exactly where they're meant to be. The table might have some stuff on it in terms of like work, but it is always so clean. I always get comments, but it's so funny whenever anyone comes into my room, like, oh my god, your room is so clean, what the hell? Every single time my friends come into my room, that's what I hear. And it makes me feel good because when I come from a long day of working my ass off and like gym and this and that, and like it's so late, I come and it's like it's spotless, and I'm like, oh my god, yes, I don't have to do anything. I can just cook, sleep, eat, and yeah, it makes my mood so much better. It makes me feel so much better, and that's what it's going to do to you. If you just make the choice to kind of, keep it relatively clean or clean one thing a day, your mood will skyrocket. It will, because when you're in a messy space, you have a messy mind, you have a disorganized mind, but when you have a clean space, you can think more clearly. Genuinely, that's how it works. Also, it shows yourself that you respect yourself, but it's going to make you happier, because like sometimes in the morning I'll leave like one little, like, I don't know, piece of clothing, I'll fold it and I'll put it on my bed, and then I'll think to myself like, oh no, like when I come at 9 p.m. back at home after a long day, that's going to piss me off, and I don't want to pick it up right now because it's only small, but I'm just going to put it back now for my future self. And then when I come back, I feel so much better. I'm like, oh my god, like I saw how I did that. I really appreciate that. And then it builds a kind of connection with myself. It might sound kind of odd, but it really does. And it makes me think like, oh, I did that for myself, So like I can kind of move through life blindly because I know that whatever happens, I'm the one that's going to be controlling it. And I don't even have to think that consciously because I've built these habits so much to the point that it's just natural for me to just always do the right thing for myself. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna end it there. Honestly, try and shift just a little bit. Make a small change in the music you listen to. Add a little white girl music into your playlist. Yeah, do everything I said. Films, who you're around, whatever you expose your brain to, it's gonna fucking notice. It really is. And if you're sitting in like a dark room all day, sit in the light. It's also good for your sleep cycle. You need to sit in the light for your circadian rhythm. Like, you need to sort this out. So create the tiniest shifts and you will see the biggest changes and impacts in your mood, and consistently, not even temporarily. As long as you stay consistent, it's going to stay consistent. Don't stay addicted to your pain. That's what everybody does. It's boring. It's kind of pathetic. Everybody does it. Don't do that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.